You would deny a doubtfire, dear.
I do.
Rather, oh, that is absolute bollocks. You asked me yesterday, do we have any tea bags? Didn't even look in the cupboard.
And I'm like, oh, this must be really like important. Hello, what are you up to? I'm like, what? Well, it's because I've always had mediocre cars.
Oh, bangers that we drive around
Sponsored
in.
by Kia. Sorry, they're not mediocre, but you know. Welcome to episode 36 of the Fun Dad, Dean and Wife Unfiltered podcast. I am Dean.
And I'm Sarah. Again, if you are avid listeners, you will know that we have a beloved caravan in Wales and we have been up and down that M4 doing so much driving. And one of the questions that I'm sure that all parents dread on those car journeys is that age-old question of, Are we there yet? Oh, it's just so, literally, it like sends a shiver down my spine. I'm like, we are
Especially
no
when you've got a
closer.
5-hour journey and they do it after four and a half left.
And you're like, oh, and then like they become obsessed with the question, well, how long now? Like 1 minute before you asked, you know, oh God.
It's not just that though, it's because if you say an hour and 20 minutes left or an hour and 40 minutes left, they're like, how long's that? Okay, that's 100 minutes.
You have to convert it, don't you?
How
to
long's
like
that?
Minutes.
Was 100 minutes. Well, but how long's that? How long's that going to take? 100 minutes.
But on this journey, we were like chatting away in the car, and I was thinking to myself, right, we've got to film a podcast tomorrow. What can we talk about? And I was thinking, do you know what? There are so many questions in life, right, that we get asked, okay, or as parents or colleagues or even partners, so many questions that are absolutely pointless or that do my head in.
It's funny you should say even partners, because I think most of the questions on here are the ones I ask you. So that should be the main topic.
Yeah, but just those questions that you just find unbelievably irritating. Like somebody asks you a question and you just think, fucking stop. Like, don't ask me that. Use your head. Like us parents, especially us working parents, we're already overwhelmed enough without being asked pointless questions. I'm going to kick it off.
Go on then.
Okay. For example, before you ask your partner or somebody else in the house, do we have any tea bags? Or where's the toothpaste? Or do we have any more toilet paper? Do you know what you could do? Open the cupboard and look before you ask.
I do.
Rather, oh, that is absolute bollocks. You asked me yesterday, do we have any tea bags? Didn't even look in the cupboard.
Yes, I did.
Wrong cupboard?
Yeah, you put them in the wrong cupboard.
I didn't put them in the wrong
No, we've got two cupboards. One cupboard with the tea bags, and the other cupboard where you put the tea bags. We don't normally keep the tea bags, so obviously I was going to ask that, wasn't I? So that's an obvious one. Trainers. We've got so many fucking trainers all around the house, all around the carpet, all around everywhere, all over our house is trainers of various people. So it's quite easy to lose them, isn't it? So that's why I ask about that.
You ask everything. You'll be like, where's Ruby's coat? Under the stairs where it always is. Where's Daisy's trainers there? Where's Daisy's PE top? Oh my God, like just, oh my God, stop asking me questions. I've had enough questions.
I'm a very bad looker. Is that a thing, a looker?
Are you taking the blame on this one then?
I'm not good. I can't be bothered. I like look for a bit and I've got no belief I'm going to find anything. Now when you start looking, like I'm probably looking in the wrong place or I just can't be bothered to do that. So I'll just ask and Sarah will know. And you never do know. So it's a waste of time.
I always know. Or I just can't bother to answer. I'm just like, use your head.
Oh, what was on the way here? I said, have we got any... What did I ask? Oh, yeah, I'm going away tomorrow. So have we got any... I said, have we got any travel adapters?
Yes.
And she went, well, have you looked? I went, no, because I'm in the fucking car.
No,
I'm not...
Yeah, but don't... Just, yes, we have travel adapters.
No,
Do you know what that shows me, though? Because those travel... You've already packed, right? He's already packed. He's going away tonight at like 4 o'clock in the morning. That just shows me another example, and I'm going to say it, of the mental load. That shows me, because those adapters have actually been in the same drawer for the last 10 years in the same place. And every time we go on holiday, I get them out the drawer, pack them in the suitcase, bring them home, put them away in the suitcase. put them away in the drawer from the suitcase. So that just shows me that you have never taken the mental load of packing for a holiday before, of adapters. And it shows me as well, every time you've been on a stag do, every time you've been away for work, every time you've been anywhere, you have asked me that question of, do we have any adapters before you've gone? And every single time I've gone in the same fucking drawer, picked up the adapter and given it to you. So what does that tell you about the mental load of holidays?
It tells me that you have the mental load of travel adapters. Well bloody done. That must be so taxed on the mind, having travel adapters in that drawer.
But I always know where they are. And then you often leave them behind in hotel rooms along with your phone chargers.
A couple of years ago I went away with work and I had to share a room with one of the other guys there, and I didn't have a travel adapter and I had to borrow his. And he wasn't a drinker, he was like an early bird, and I kept getting back at like 3 a.m. trying to charge my phone and nicking his adapter from his side. And one morning I crawled over him while he was in bed. He absolutely loved staying with me, he did.
Poor guy. And I have to part with him every night. Anyway, are there any questions, Dean, that you just find like, oh, don't ask me that right now?
What shall we have for dinner? That's a bad one, isn't it? That's a really annoying one. Like, because, hate making that decision. Because
I think we both hate that question.
No, I think it's worse for me, though.
Is it?
I think it's much worse for me, because when you ask me, I don't give a shit. I will eat anything for dinner. But when I ask you, is that the other way around? Yeah, when I ask you, I only get like very limited options, and you're very, very fussy with dinners. So it's difficult. If I go to like M&S or wherever to buy food, I've got like 2 or 3 options and they're not even guaranteed. If you went to M&S and was buying us dinner, you could literally buy the whole supermarket. I'd have anything in there, wouldn't I?
Because I don't want to eat pasta. I don't want to eat pizza. I don't really like mince. I don't like...
Doesn't like fish.
Yeah.
Doesn't like eggs.
No, I hate eggs.
Doesn't like salmon.
No.
Even though that's fish.
I eat salmon. But it's hard.
You are very fussy. So that's quite a difficult one for me.
I get that, but I can sometimes I say to you as well, like, what do you want for dinner? And you just it's just that. Do you know what? If somebody had told me, okay, when I turned 18 and when I became an adult, that I would have to relentlessly decide what is for dinner every day for the rest of my life, I would have wanted to stay.
Yes, well, it's so
really annoying.
annoying.
Just keep 17.
Yeah, it's very annoying when the kids
It's not what I signed up for when I turned 18, just to relentlessly decide what to have for dinner every night. It's annoying.
I know.
But do you know what would make it easier? Because I know there's a question down here, because we did write some notes. There's a question down here that you've included. And it's when I say to you, what do you want from Asda? Other supermarkets are available, but we just shop in the cheaper ones. But if I said...
Sponsored by Asda, the podcast.
Yeah. But if I said to you, what do you want from Asda? That would really help me to then plan the dinners. So then I wouldn't ask you as much.
Oh yeah, let me just reel off my head exactly what I want now, like 30 items. Like that isn't easy. And like if I'm writing a list like you do, because you take the mental load of the shopping and you write the list, which you do, I agree with that. You do take the mental load of the shopping, and it's easy to get into a flow. But when you just ask me off the cuff, oh, what do you want? I'm like, same as normal. You know, just the same foods like burgers and all that kind of stuff, innit?
Just hate it. It just annoys me. But anyway, that is just that is the question I probably dread the most, actually. What do you want for dinner?
Yeah.
It's annoying. And talking of annoying, do you know what the most annoying question is? And I think that we are still in this, but I don't think we will stay in it forever. Why? You know, when the kids are relentlessly why?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, no.
Relentless.
Daisy's not too bad. She's sort of grown out of it a bit because she's 10s, but Ruby is still like...
in the thick of it. Loves a why.
And you've just got to be in a really like centered place yourself to keep answering that question. You know, like if you're like stressed out or...
because it is.
A little bit overstimulated, like, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't answer this anymore. But you have to be very centered and very... chilled, and then you can keep answering, can't you? Because sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm answering this quite well at the moment with them. I'm actually answering the questions, whereas other times you're like just dismissive. Don't know.
It's like
Don't know. You know what? I don't know. Even though I do know, I just can't be bothered to answer the question.
Can't be bothered to explain it to you right now.
Yeah.
I love it when I'm watching a film and she asks the questions. I take the time to answer them because I think it finds that she's like engaging with the film. But you get really annoyed. You're like, just watch the film, Ruby. But she's asking questions to, help confirm and consolidate her understanding of what's going on in the film. And I think that's quite cute.
Yeah, that is. But what was that film that we recorded that time we made that video?
That was The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid.
Great film.
Oh my God, we recorded it for, I don't know, probably the whole long, wasn't it? Just...
No, well, what we did is I knew Ruby had never seen this film before, and Ruby often likes to ask little questions. So we just set up the camera and recorded us just watching the film, and I couldn't stop laughing because she literally she just asked the question, where's he going? What's his name? Why have they got fins? And they just, honestly, it was so funny, wasn't it?
It was like 30 questions.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
So cute. Love watching it. But I find that cute. I think I'd find it less cute if it was you doing it or an older
There's
child.
a little tip there. If you've got like a 4 or 5 year old, watch the movie with them, and then watch it back. It is absolutely hilarious because you don't realise how many questions they actually do ask.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Oh,
it was
so
hilarious.
Cute. Yeah, brilliant.
And I'm just sitting there like losing the will to live, and I'm watching this thing.
One that annoys me. I feel bad. These are always centred on you. Although this one sometimes the kids do as well.
I'm your hobby though, aren't I?
You
That's
are.
what you said to me.
You're my hobby, my best hobby. You're my favourite person on the planet.
Oh, God.
Would I buy you that card for our anniversary?
Has anyone got a bucket in the studio?
There's like 8 billion people on this planet and you're my favourite. Or is it 7 billion? Don't know, something like that. 7 billion. And I bought you that card. That was cute. Anyway, this one.
You didn't actually write it though.
No, I didn't because I lost it and then I found it the day after our anniversary. But the thought was there.
Yeah.
Anyway, what really annoys me is when, again, centred around food, you can tell what we like, and I'll be eating, maybe in a restaurant or at home, and my knife and fork will physically be in my hand, and I might even have a bit up to my mouth. Lo and behold, you've finished, like you always do, within the first 2 minutes of your plate arriving, and I'm eating, and I'll be cutting into something, popping it in my mouth. And
That's how you do eat, yeah.
This little voice appears over the table and he goes, are you going to eat that? Are you finished yet? Well, Dean, if you look at my plate, can you see if my knife and fork are together and if I've showed that I'm finished?
Do you know what, though?
Or am I still ploughing through my food?
Do you know what, though? Most of the time you do give in.
I do, I know.
Unless you really want it, like it's like a Yorkshire pudding you're saving for the roast dinner, then you will eat it. But if it's like, you're like, not really bothered about it, you'll give it to me.
There's nothing
so I
more
know
annoying
that. If
than
I
that.
look and I think, she's not really into that. She's not really feeling it. I can nick that, even if she's about to eat it. And I do that.
I do give you a lot of my food, but sometimes, like you say, I'll be like saving it for the last bit, and you're like, but it's the way you reach your fork over as you're saying it. Are you going to eat that? And I feel like tapping it away, like, get off. Get off my food.
Roast dinner, what was it the other day? We went out for a roast dinner, I nicked your cauliflower cheese.
Oh, did you?
Remember from the King's Head?
No, I'd had a few glasses of mine. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a shock. Fucking hell.
Did you nick my cauliflower cheese?
No, the time before, and you came back and you went to the toilet.
Oh, yeah, no, that was, a few weeks ago. I had to go to the toilet in my meal with one of the kids, came back and he'd eaten my roast. Fucking hell. I was like, I wanted that. I was really looking forward to that.
Well, you had constipation or something, you're in there so long. And the knife and fork were together. So
No,
I
they
thought,
weren't.
They were.
Oh, no, I specifically did. I can't talk specifically. I specifically left them apart because I hadn't finished.
Don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's enough of cauliflowers.
Okay. Any other questions that irritate the life out of you?
Work related.
Okay.
Did you see my email?
Oh.
Or no, the other one as well. Did you see my missed call? No, when someone rings you, you do this actually. You do this. You'll ring me and I won't answer because I'm busy. I'm in a task, hyper focused in a task. Then you ring me again. And I'm like, oh, this must be really important. Hello. What are you up to? I'm like, what? you're just driving home in a fucking car, bored shitless, and I'm like, oh my god, I was really into that task, and now you like pulled me out of
I
it.
don't think I do that often.
Do a bit.
Do I?
A little bit.
All right, I'll stop ringing you. I'll find someone else to ring.
No, you can ring me, but I'll ring you back when I.
No, to be fair, my mum actually listens to the podcast, but now I'm going to stop digging you out. And I'm going to dig my mum out. All right, Karen, I'm sorry, but this needs to stop. So my mum will ring me, and again, maybe I'm busy or, like you say, doing a task or like whatever. And then she'll text me to say, "Did you see my missed call?" And I'm like, well,
That's
if
old
I'm
school, innit?
seeing your message, Mum, believe it or not, I've probably seen your missed call. And when I am ready, I will ring you back.
People just can't accept
Sorry,
that you
Mum.
just don't want to talk to them at that point. They just can't accept it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I don't think it's the fact of can't accept it. I just think it's like they just trying to
it's
get hold of
old school behaviour, isn't it?
Do you think?
Yeah, that's old school.
Old school.
Yeah, old school.
I just see the missed call. I will ring you back when I have a moment.
Yeah.
And if I don't want to ring you back, I will text you to say, "Did you call?"
So,
And they'll be like, "Yeah, I did."
So Karen, if you're listening, don't do that anymore.
Sorry, Mum. I have actually told her that before, so I don't feel too bad.
Yeah, but did you see my email? Yeah, of course I've seen it, but I haven't responded. That's another one, isn't it? Like.
Would you say that back?
No.
Oh.
Well, it depends to who.
Savage.
Not my boss, obviously, because I probably wouldn't have a job left. But someone. Oh no, it's gonna sound bad. No, I wouldn't say it to anybody.
There's a question that you ask sometimes, because I am a I can't talk today. I'm a self-proclaimed really, really light sleeper, aren't I? The slightest noise wakes me up. You know, like as soon as your keys go in the door, or one of the kids gets up and goes to the toilet, or I don't know, next door I've got some music on, like the slightest thing wakes me up, okay? And Dean started to go out like quite a lot or whatever. On a Wednesday, your Wednesday nights, you get in late on a Wednesday now, don't you? You're every
10
Wednesday.
o'clock.
Meow.
10 o'clock, one beer.
Ooh,
one
no.
going out
Sorry,
quite a fucking lot.
Not,
oh my.
no, you're going out every Wednesday is what I mean. Every Wednesday you've been going out, yeah? So then he comes in and he goes, "Are you asleep?" And I'm like, "Well, I fucking was, but I'm not now." It really annoys me. What pointless question. Don't ask someone if they look like they're asleep. Don't say, "Are you asleep?"
The only reason I do that is I know you don't sleep without me there because you need me next to you. You need it. I don't know how you're going to sleep with me in Italy for 3 days.
They're called sleeping tablets.
Okay, yeah. Black market sleeping tablets.
They're not. They're from Spain.
Yeah, they're good though, aren't they? They work.
They do work. Because I'm a very bad sleeper. Anyway.
I always worry about your sleeping sometimes. So it stops me from sleeping. I'm like, is she asleep? I hope she sleeps tonight. Then I can't get to sleep. Anyway.
Okay.
Move on.
So if there are any questions burning now, I bet there's people thinking in their heads, do you know what? When someone asks me this, it just makes me it just triggers me massively. Can we just not ask these pointless questions, please? So reach out to us and let us know your pointless questions that you have been asked. Because they are pointless. Don't ask them.
So now we're going to go into another bugbear, aren't we? A bit of a moany one tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, but we like him a good moan up. What's wrong with moaning?
Oh, I love moaning.
You are the king of moaning. He's glass half empty and I'm glass half full.
I've actually not been lately, though.
Okay.
I've been really, really much more composed.
Positive vibes only.
Much more chilled. Have I not?
Well, I'm not commenting.
Put it this way, I feel more chilled.
Okay.
So that's the main thing.
Anyway, I was thinking earlier in the week and chatting to Dean. This was actually a couple of weeks ago. I posed this idea for the podcast. So there are just so many things that I look at that other people really enjoy, are passionate about, or, you know, think are fabulous. And I just don't get it. Like, there's so many things. Maybe I'm just walking along and I'll look at something and I'll think, I don't get that. Like, I know everyone's different and stuff, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I've got loads of things like that.
Oh.
But everyone likes different stuff. So
Well then, kick us off.
right, let's start I might start at you, actually. Yeah, start at you. Romantic films.
Oh, you're digging me out? Because
Yeah.
I like romantic films and you don't.
Yeah. I cannot. I just don't understand how anybody can like it or watch.
Love a romance. Like a rom-com, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe you don't like romantic films because you love Titanic. That's got romance in it.
That wasn't about the romance.
Okay,
That
about
was
the
about
history.
the history of
Knew he was
the
going to say
biggest
that.
ship ever made sinking. Like, I'm obsessed with the Titanic. I look at
I
all
don't
the.
think it's the biggest ship ever made now.
No, not now, but back in
Okay.
its day it was.
In its
Back in its
heyday.
day, it was the biggest ever ship made, and it sunk. So I watch all the YouTube videos about it, bottom of the sea. So I love the film, not because Kate Winslet was getting hold of Leonardo DiCaprio on the. I don't care about that.
The carriage
I
scene when she
cared
puts
about-
her hand up against the window and it's all
Although I
skinned
did
up.
cry when he died. Actually, I did cry.
See, maybe you have got a little bit of romance down inside you. You've also cried. What did you cry the other week? The Lion King, when Mufasa died. You had a little tear rolling down your cheek.
Lion King's not a romantic film. Is
No,
it?
no, it's
Disney.
sad.
It's
Yeah,
a Disney
sorry.
sad family film.
Well, I just love a rom-com. I think they make you feel good. I
But-
think maybe you'd be less of a cynical old twat if you watched a few more romantic films with me.
Nah, unless someone's getting blown up, shot, with massive loads of drug deals, I'm not interested. I just like gangster films.
Talking about films, though, we do agree on one genre, don't we? That, again, some people really feel passionate about and enjoy and watch and love horror films.
Oh,
No.
God.
Just no. Don't want to watch them. Not the kind of thing I want to watch before I go to bed. Puts me on edge. Gives me intrusive thoughts. Gives me overthinking. Gives me nightmares.
I think everything's looking at me.
Oh.
Even things like hanging up on the dryer in the room. I think looks like a body now. After I've seen a horror film, I look at a teddy bear.
Awful.
Look at a teddy bear in the kitchen. I'm like, yeah, that's moved. He's fucking moved, that teddy bear, and I can't get it out of my head.
Like, there is a horror film, you know that horror film, Final Destination, from when we were younger?
That screwed in my mind, especially with theme parks and
That's
stuff.
like triggered a whole generation. Like, I cannot still now drive behind scaffolding vans, logs. You know, the logs are all on the lorry. Not that we really get that much where we live, but scaffolding vans as well, like with scaffolding on the back. And ladders now. If somebody's in front of me and they've got a ladder on top of their van, which happens quite a lot, I have to move. I can't drive behind them because I have this thought that the ladder is going to like slip off the back of their van and like come through my windscreen and decapitate me.
Do you know
That's from watching Final Destination.
You know the second one where the plane takes off and blows off on takeoff?
Yeah.
Blows up on takeoff. I always think that in the plane. I always think that. On takeoff, I'm like, this could just explode any minute.
Yes,
So I'll be thinking that in the morning. When we take off, I'll have that thought.
But there are some people out there that like live for horror movies. They get a real thrill out of them. They enjoy them. No, not for me.
No, but they're probably brave people, and I'm not brave at all.
No. Do you know what else isn't for me that some people would really relish and enjoy, but I just don't? You know when you're at home and there's like a hello, like an unexpected visitor to your house? Yeah.
God.
That is just not for me. I need like minimum 10 minutes notice if you're coming round so I can just do
Even if it was like my best mate, I'd be like, yeah.
Oh.
I'd open the door, I'd be like, yeah.
What do you want?
We haven't planned anything.
But some people love a surprise bit. Like my mum, wouldn't it? She'd be like, oh, hello, come in. Wouldn't she? Love it. Like some people would relish a surprise visit. I wouldn't.
Sounds like fucking that bird off,
What?
that nanny, Robin Williams.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. You would deny Doubtfire, dear.
I think that's old school as well. That's old school mentality.
Well,
it
just
is.
popping round.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore. It has to be planned. And also, our house is
Not
such
planned. I know you can come to my house. I just need 10 minutes.
Asda guy came this morning. Asda again. Bloody hell. Asda guy came this morning, knocked on the door, and I had to like move all the shoes out the way and all this stuff was there. So I thought, if he looks through, he's going to think I'm an absolute fucking tramp.
Because nobody ever puts shoes away in our house, apart from me.
No, but it's just like the hallway was trash. I'm thinking, not even the Asda guy can see this. And he put his like trays on there. And as I pulled the tray out, I've had to quickly slam the door behind me so he couldn't see in my house.
Oh, stop it. I don't care.
Well, even the Asda guy.
I wouldn't care about that.
Oh, I do. I get a bit embarrassed about my house when it's a mess.
All right. Okay. What else do you think then that other people are passionate about but you just don't get?
Theme parks. I'm going to one on Thursday, and everyone at work's buzzing about it, and I'm not.
Do you think that's because of Final Destination, or do you think that's just your own sense of, I just don't like theme parks?
What's the point?
It's the thrill of the ride, the adrenaline rush.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't really get that. I just get kind of nervous in the queue if it's really scary, and then when I'm on it, I just want it to be over. So I don't see where the adrenaline rush is.
So I won't be taking you to Thorpe Park for your birthday anytime soon.
No, don't do that. No. I don't mind the Bubble Works at Cheston. That's quite a good laugh.
The Bubble Works, that's now the Gruffalo ride. It's gone.
Yeah, that's a good laugh, that
Bubble
one.
Works, showing our age
But like
now.
that ship that goes up, no one's enjoying
like the
that.
galleon and your tummy goes.
I reckon 80% of the people that go on there are not enjoying it. I reckon they go on it to say they've gone on it. I don't think they're enjoying it.
I don't mind ships like that. Do you know what
All it does is make your stomach drop to your arse, and then you come off there like, a bit frazzled. I don't get it. On to the next ride and have the same experience.
See, I don't think it's the rides necessarily in the theme parks that bother me. There are certain rides that I probably go on and enjoy, and I quite like that. But what I don't like about theme parks, I'd probably say more recently, and maybe contributing to why I don't get it, is the older I get, the more I hate crowds. Just do. Hate the crowds. So that's not for me. Yeah, the crowds can't be asked. Don't like big crowds of people. Don't know why. The cost, like, I am not going there and then they're charging me like £6.50 for a bottle of Diet Coke. No, thank you. Ridiculous. The cost of things in there. And then you go to play, they have those rides, alongside the rides, they have those kind of like, fairground games, and you have to like hook a duck and all that, and you have to throw the ball into the hoop.
They're the best things there.
Yeah, but it's like 3 goes for a tenner.
Yeah, and you win a cuddly toy for £3.
No, just no.
Absolute bargain.
Absolutely don't get it.
Personalised number plates. Oh,
huh?
Personalised number plates is another one.
On cars, yeah.
Nah, don't know. It screams ego to me.
Oh.
If you're listening, and you got a big ego, you must have a number plate.
But I don't know. Like, I suppose for me, maybe if I was minted or had the money, I might. No, actually, no, I wouldn't. Actually, I'm with you.
The only time I would do it is if I did have just loads of dough and I just had it to burn.
I just don't think I would though. No, I'd actually disagree. I don't think we would ever do it.
Or it's part of your company. So, like, you've got a company and the number plates are part of your company. That
maybe.
Could be a thing.
I just don't. If I had some spare money, it's just not what I would spend my money on.
No.
Even cars, like, I think to a degree, like, we, as a couple, we don't really get the hype around cars, which is interesting considering when I was 18, I used to work at BMW. And I had to, like, fake this passion for the cars because I didn't really give a shit.
I just don't think I've experienced a good car. That's the problem. I think if I got in like a really good car that drove just so pure, I think I'd appreciate it. Whereas because I've always had mediocre cars.
Oh, bangers that we drive around
sponsored by Kia. Sorry, they're not mediocre, but not the best. They're all right.
It's a nice family car.
It's a nice family car, but it's not. You're not going to get in it and go, "Oh my God, what am I driving here?" Are you? It's like a nice drive. But I think a really good car drives just unbelievable, and I think that's where maybe people get it from.
But then again, in this country anyway, you can't speed.
I don't think it's about speed. I just think it's about ease of using it. I think I'm sticking up for the car people now, but I think I sort of get it. I do, because I just don't think I've experienced it. That's what I would say with that.
But those people that drive around in like a Lamborghini or a Porsche, like, you can't, like, there's speed limits. What's the point? I don't get it.
It's about 2 inches to your cock.
Oh, does it? Oh, right, okay. Should we get you one then?
If you're like a 6 out of 10 looking guy, that puts you up to an 8.
Oh, does it? Wouldn't in my eyes.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come
in my
on.
Eyes. No.
All women say this.
Don't give a shit what they drive. Honestly, don't care.
What do you care about them? What do you go for in a man?
Oh my God.
What do you go for?
Eyes. That's why I'm with you. Beautiful eyes. Isn't he got lovely eyes? Right. Oh, okay, that was weird. Very handsome. Make me laugh.
Just gonna talk.
You
Yeah.
do. Don't know. You really put me on the spot then. What do I like?
I don't know.
Oh.
Why not? What do you? Yeah, why not?
Nice teeth as well. If you listen to last week's podcast.
Great.
I do like that in a man.
I know you do. You always look at like men and go, "He's got great teeth," and I'm thinking, why is she saying that? Is that just a dig? Because he has got great teeth, and I haven't. So.
But the fact that you can laugh about Beaver is, it's a win because I put making me laugh over teeth. So there you go.
I do wish I had really good teeth. Would probably put me up to like a 9.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. You'd be 11 then. Anyway, anything else that we hate that other people get? Do you know what gets my goat a bit as well, a little bit, just while we're on a little bit of a rant? There's just graffiti. I don't get it. Never got it. Even when I was younger and maybe some of the boys would be like, I'm going out to graph. I'd be like, why?
I used to write dinos.
Did you actually do it with a spray painting
No,
can?
just on paper. No, like everyone used to
Oh.
tag paper and do dubs, I think they were called.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's like artwork on paper. I
Yeah,
don't
but
mind
I
that
was
at all.
Absolute shit. I couldn't have done it on a wall because I couldn't.
No. Can't even draw it with a pencil. But I don't get that. Like, I remember just being, but why? Why do you want to go out and like deface some poor shopkeeper's like blinds or the train station or a sign? Like I just don't get
I
it.
think it's okay if it's like a designated wall. No, like if they have
Oh yeah, that's fine.
if
That's
they have
art.
like designated
That's what I'm talking
walls.
about.
Yeah,
I'm talking about art.
I think
That's
graffiti
art.
art's quite cool.
Yeah, that's
actually.
fine. I'm talking about
Yeah, you're
like
talking about like defacing stuff.
actual just graffiti. Like
Yeah,
I don't get
that's
it.
ridiculous. Yeah,
It is, isn't
of course
it?
is.
Don't get it.
But some cities are like terrible for it. I went to
where
went to
did you go?
Berlin, I think it was. Just everywhere. Just makes
Yeah,
it look. Just makes the place look.
Tacky, trampy.
Yeah, a bit sort of. Yeah.
Not
dull.
not for you.
Not for me, no. Shit
Oh.
reality TV as well. We don't like that, do we?
Oh wait. Oh, I've got to be. Yeah.
You do actually.
Oh,
my god, you
no, I
do.
do. There's one that I really. We've talked about this before that I like.
Yeah.
Below Deck. Oh my god, I love it. But do you know why I like
All
Below
the men
Deck?
have got such great teeth on there, haven't they?
No, it's not. That's not why I love it. I love it because I love to see what the chefs on the super yacht, because it's basically about super yachting, cook on the ship. I love it. I love it.
Below
looking at what
Deck
they're-
ain't a bad watch. I'm going to
It's
be
not a
honest.
bad
Yeah, I
watch.
can watch that with you.
That is my trashy guilty pleasure, but I have never seen, and I'm quite proud of this, I've never seen an episode of Keeping Up with Kardashians. I've
fuck
never
that.
seen an episode of Made in Chelsea. I have watched the odd episode of Towie, but not for like years and years and years and years and years. And I have seen, I think we saw one episode once of Love Island, and I was like, never.
Oh no,
again.
I've watched a couple of series of Love Island
Nah, not with me.
when I was in my
loving.
20s.
Nah, not
Yeah,
for
I
me.
did. When I can't think of his name.
No, really memorable then. Was good.
No, I didn't know. That's just it. I think
But I don't-
I think Love Island's just so plastic, and the people that go on there are just it's just so superficial. Is that the word? I don't know.
I mean, you can say I haven't watched it, so I can't really comment on the people that go on it because I don't know them. I don't know
They're
enough about
just-
them. But the premise of the show for me is just not what
Whereas
I
at least
wanna
Below
watch.
Deck, there are people in careers on a super
Yeah, they have
yacht.
a passion
They
for
have
yachting.
a passion
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
yachting. They have a passion for careers. Half of them are brain dead, I'm going to be honest. but but a lot of them have got something about them.
Yeah,
They
I
have.
really like.
And I
yeah.
think that's why that's much more watchable. So yeah, if you're listening, that's worth a watch. I think if you want.
Yeah, can you
find
take
it-
me on a super yacht? I'd love that.
Maybe one day. Maybe
yeah,
if you get a few
maybe
more.
one day. If you could all please hit the 5-star review, so that we can make this podcast a little bit bigger. So one day I can go on a super yacht. That would be great.
How much are super yachts?
Oh, fucking millions.
No. I mean to go on it for like a weekend.
Absolutely not a clue. So out of my price range and budget, I wouldn't even know.
Couple of grand.
I'll just go to the Canary Islands every couple of years, babe. I've got no idea. Anyway, on that note of super yachts, we will love you and leave you. Thank you again for listening. And we love to read your reviews of the podcast. So please leave us a review.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks.
Bye.